Alright, hello everybody. Hope you guys are doing good. Today, yeah, what can I say? Finally, the Colosseum begins. Hopefully the chat is going to be seen eventually, but yeah, hello. So, yeah, now what is this all about actually? What are we going to talk about? What is all of this? First of all, this is a new league that Dsturbia, the commentator of today, have decided to create. And we're gonna soon go to the team's presentation, but yeah, making short, for those that don't know what this is about, this is a Rush Duels League 3v3 format based off Clan Wars, which is an old league known since 2018 that has stopped in 2021. And yeah, really excited. Also thankful to everybody within the staff right now, as well as the teams that we are about to see right now. Because I guess it's time to commentate all the teams. Just because I'm gonna put a little bit down the music. I think it should be good. Let me know in the chat, by the way. Feel free to tell me about the audio. Okay, audio is good. Nice. So, we're gonna start off with the first team that registered. That is Roa Romin Fangirls. Team created by Whoop is also the leader, collating with Giorfio. Giorfio, which is known to be the vice champion of the KCGT 2022. So that is a big name, also part of the CGL team, which has been a team that I've known since 2020. So yeah, that is a fairly stacked team. They're going to have other players such as Quas, Paco, Tomatosaurus, which is, I do believe, not only a Rush Duels player, but also a streamer. And they also are going to have Griffin Blaze. Also, yeah, just in case, if you want to add emote reactions to the teams, you can. I just like the fact that there's like 3 people that ruffled since like 2 weeks. Honestly, understandable. I saw the logo, I'm like, actually awesome. But yeah, to make it short, this will look like a solid team. I will advise people to not subestimate a team that is going to be very familiar not only with the competitive in general, but the format itself. Especially Whoop, since they've been pretty much excited for leagues, and you know, they're pretty much keeping at it. Also, I forgot one thing about Whoop. They got top 10 in one of the Rush Duels Festival back in November. So yeah, there's no bad play on this team. You were advised. And we're gonna go with the second team. Next one is gonna be Latin Kings. I think we see it well. So then we're gonna go with the second one. So Latin Kings. I do believe this is going to be the only South American team. I may be not exactly correct about it, but I know Gonshi. Gonshi is a top 100 Rush Duel Festival, like Jorfio basically. I do believe Bismuth also is top 100. I'm not sure about that, but I do know this is a player that plays often tournaments, both Speed Duel and of course Rush Duels. There is also Shelmy, that might be a familiar name to a lot of people when it comes to tournaments as well as leagues. Shelmy also known for participating in the WCS of 2023, being one of the participants representing South America. And what can I say? I'm very excited to see how this team is going to do as well. They do have a solid roster. And yeah, we will see how it goes for them in the matches. We're going to go with the next team now. That is going to be Team Kanahawk. So Team Kanahawk, team owned by Penelcada this time, collating with Sean Matrai, one of the, if not some of the biggest streamers we've had ever when it comes to Duel Links within Twitch. When you check the roster, there's also some notable players such as Makopin, being known for a lot of top 100 Casey Cups. And also I was told in... Okay, so... Sorry for cutting in. I was told that Paco also got 2 silver icons in the Rush Duel Festival, so very sorry to forget it about it. So thank you, Whoop, for DMing me. But yeah, again, As I mentioned before, Raw Roman Fangirls, definitely a good team, as well as Latin Kings next. For Team Kanahawk, what else there is? There is a sub A that is known to be a solid player when it comes to speed duel. Soliman being very, very prominent in pretty much any kind of competitive, especially the tournaments though. I do think leagues he still does very well. This is going to be a serious team, especially that the owner and co-leader have had a lot of experience with leagues as of recent, with their participation in the team known as Angelic Force, in case you've seen some of the speed duel tournaments, or simply leagues, such as Team Wars. So look forward to Team Kanahawk. That is also going to be another good team. We're gonna go with the next one. And we're gonna go with Ruler's Vorpal Sword. Now, the first time that I read this team name, I'm not going to lie to you, I was actually having a good laugh, because for the OGs, for the older players such as me, there's been a clan that was known as Vorpal Sword back in 2019 and 2020, so it was very funny to see such name. And now that I'm looking again at the roster, I'm gonna guess this was the AD of Silent PP, because he's the only one, like out of the roster there is, he's the only one that knows about such clans' existence, so let's go now about the roster. There is Draco Kid alongside with Ubi 10,000, who I've known them from the Rush Duel server, which is fairly active. You can go there if you want. This is a server hosted by Clozolas, which I might promote eventually. That is a fairly nice server if you want to discuss about Rush Duels, and these two buddies, they're from that server. Other players there's Shizurui, Silent PP, which is a one of the players I've known the most out of all the players in the rosters, because when I began commentating Duel Links, this was one of the first names that I got to remember, especially when he was playing for X Hunters, and then what was it? I think SPA, which was the second team or like rebrand by an old dueling streamer. But yeah, good player overall, also hosting a league. What else we have? We have Asko with Yasi G and Spooky Boogie. And yeah, I don't know much about all the players in general, but that doesn't look too shabby, that doesn't look too bad. And I'm looking forward to see how the team is going to perform. Good luck to you guys. We're going to go with the fifth team right now. So the fifth one, I'm just going to scroll a bit more. That's going to be Tenchimu or TCM. So this is a Japanese team, which I do believe I have recently seen that they're playing or have played during the Top Clan League. I'm just gonna verify my information. But maybe it was another league, but I do know that I've seen the logo in another league eventually. Anyways, what players do we have? We have Kohaku. Kohaku is one of the members from Third Eye, and was previously part of SEM. SEM, which was one of the biggest teams that Team Wars had in Speed Duel. Other players, we're gonna have Owarikacho and also Neko Hand. Then we have Golem, Emerald, Makino, Sugiyuma, and Shiruria, which for me, they're players I don't really know much. I think maybe the fact that I haven't come back in Duel Links for too long, because I came back last year in November, there's like new players that came in, so a lot of times I'm like not really having an idea how good they would be with like a first impression. But overall, I'm not going to be worried much about this team. They're definitively going to be good, so pay attention, because this is actually not the only Japanese team we have for the first season. You will see within the next teams. Let us go with the sixth team. So for the sixth one, we're gonna have Phantom Knight. I was about to say Phantom Knights. No, that is Phantom Kings. My bad. You know, the old habits from Duel Links or simply Rush Duels. Anyways, so Phantom Kings. We're gonna have Enma as an owner and leader alongside Cedroni. I do know Cedroni more than Enma, because I do remember Cedroni back in 2021. I think mainly 2022. fairly familiar with the player. There's also going to be Blaze, who is a fairly good player. Going to be interesting to see how they do though in Rush, because I know they've recently touched in Rush Duels. There's also now Neo, who is actually a Japanese player, if I'm correct. One thing to know, just in case, because I do believe not many are from Twitter, or let's say they don't really have a Twitter account, nor they watch stuff. Now Neo is one of the most known players to prepare the duel rooms. These duel rooms are mainly done within Asian times, so that's why they're maybe not that popular within America or Europe, but this is a big name. I'm just gonna say that much. Then we have Master Tenebra, French player that, fun fact, was part of my teams back in 2020 when clans such as GLF Griffins existed. Then we have Kolzak, another French player, and we have Stofako. I'm gonna be excited with this team. It looks very interesting. There's like different players coming from different countries. I will be interested to see how they're going to prepare the rosters, especially for the matches. It's not gonna be simple, but looking forward to this team. And everyone has been teased normally. If you watched on the bottom, I'm just gonna move on a little bit because we're gonna have, sorry, I'm gonna go a bit up. We're gonna have Rush Japan Red, and yeah, after that there's Rush Japan Blue, which I'm gonna commentate. But yeah, 2 more teams from Japan. Who will have thought? So, thing is, fun fact, the team has sent me 15 players. Like when they wanted to register for the league, they were like, hey, please add us in the league, we would like to participate in. They sent 15, and I told them that's too much, but do you think you can make like 2 teams? They said yes. So for the red team, for Rush Japan Red, we're gonna have Rafta as owner and leader. This is a player that I personally know for quite a while actually. Very prominent in KC Cups as well as tournaments and leagues. I sadly don't remember from which team they were, so please forgive me about this one. But this is not any name. And next we also have Moke, which out of most of the Japanese players that I've known in history, he is some of the most interesting players I've known for a long time. So, short story, I've known them because they created a Discord where people can discuss about deck list, which deck is going to be good for the KC Cups, and it was mainly Japanese players in that server. So that is the first time I've heard of Moke. Now, why I'm surprised is because that player actually participated in the WCS of 2023. And not only that, but they also have multiple top 100 in KC Cups as well as top 10. So this is no joke as a player. And if I continue the roster, we're going to have Yoke, Ra, which I do believe a lot of the Asians, or let's say tournament players, know about this name. Ra is very prominent when it comes to tournaments. Then we also have Vanilla Ice, Bixie from Singapore, not from Japan, but known player, very known player, has gotten such insane progress since I got to know about this buddy since 2021. So yeah, another stacked player. There's also Capazon, that is another very strong player to be added within the team. And lastly, Flash, which is from Taiwan. Also, fun fact, being the leader for my team in another league, which is Top Clan League. But yeah, the first team of Rush Japan is very stacked. So pay attention, because they went very serious with these roster. And we will see as well with their second team, which is Rush Japan Blue. So, Rush Japan Blue. We're gonna have as leaders Madochi, which I'm not really sure I've heard of the name before, maybe once. I especially know Nano, which is their co-leader. Nano has gotten as well multiple top 100s and 10 within KC Cups. I'm actually not sure about the Rush Duels. I think Rush Duels, they got to top 100, if I'm correct. But yeah, already 2 strong players in the team. Next, they're gonna have Romingu, Bru, Dekoboko, Akira, Mouruko, and lastly, Kazuki. So, lastly, well, these 6 players, unfortunately, I don't know much about them, but really excited to see how they're going to do, if they're going to do as good or if not better than the Rush Japan Red team, or simply all the other teams. So that's about it for the Japanese teams. We're going to continue with the second last teams. And the first one is going to be K-Bussy and the Pussycats. So, this is a temporary logo. It's eventually going to change through the season. So, again, logos generally are a fun representation for the teams. This one is temporary. Let me just read, by the way, the chat, because we're having a few questions. So, is this based on Duel Links or real life Rush Duels? Good question. So, this is mainly going to be based off of Duel Links' Rush Duel. For the Rush Duels from Edo Pro, or let's say the TCG itself, there is, I'd say, a few similarities when it comes to side decking, for example, which is going to be the main factor of the league. The way people are going to fight each other, they are going to need to use the side deck for this. So yeah, no, it's mainly based off of Duel Links. But thank you for your question, Pokemasterian. And I'm going to continue talking about the team. So that is the 9th team. As owner, leader, and co-leader, we're going to have Cardfighter 159 and Click 1014. So 2 players I unfortunately don't know. They're very new to me. Then we're going to have DJ Zura, Kisa, and Stormy. So, first time I've heard of these players. I'm going to guess they look new. Not sure if they're new to Duel Links though. For Rush Duels, pretty much everyone is new in general, but very glad to see a team of new names deciding to participate in this league and also a Rush Duel Link. So, thank you very much to K-Bussy and their teammates to register. Looking forward to see how the team is going to do. And now, we're going to go with the last team, which is going to be Dream Ticket. Alright, let me read the chat. They play sub tours from time to time, Kiss and Stormy. Oh. Okay, thank you for the fun fact, Cocktail. Appreciate it. Okay, that is actually awesome. So, Dream Ticket being the last team. So they have as owner and leader Terra, RD, and Moileg. Yet again, 2 players that I've known from the Rush Duels server hosted by Closelas. And then they also have Aurora, Dronjiwan, and Yakatu, other players from the same server. And it's gonna be a bit the same for me. I don't really know much about the players. So like similar case with K-Bussy. But looking forward to see how they're gonna do as a team. And who knows, they may go very far. So, that was it for the teams. We're going to move on to... Not really YouTube, my bad. We're going to move to the randomizer because we're going to have to get the teams on their divisions. So, now I'm going to change the title of OBS. And I'm going to explain what is going to happen. Alright, let me just put the title this way. Alright. Alright, I do like Aurora. Thank you very much for the message. So, what I have to know about us is that we're really cool and awesome. And you know what? I think I agree. You're that awesome that you're a Dream Ticket. I hope you're going to give me the second copy of Grapha from the Dark World archetype. I know it's not really about Rush, but... Anyways, jokes aside, as you can see, we're going to do the lottery. So how I'm going to proceed, I have inserted already the 10 teams. And for each reveal, it's going to be in one of the divisions. So it's going to be 1 by 1. So let's say the first team that I draw is going to be in the first division. The second team that I draw is going to be on the second division. The third team is going to be on the first division. And so on until we have all the teams within their division. Alright, I was just making sure of one thing. And we're gonna begin with the rolls. Are you guys ready? Let us begin. So, the first team to join the first division, that's gonna be Roller's Vorpal Sword. Alright. Gonna be interesting for the first team. Also, what can I say? Maybe the first team being drawn is the winner. Who knows? I'm also not revealing the name of the divisions as of yet, just to put more surprises to you guys. I'm gonna draw the second team. I'm gonna have to remove the name as well, and also reading the chat as well. You're alone. Okay, I alone am the Rush Dwelling one. We'll find out, my dude. We'll find out, Yagatu. So, because they've been drawn, I'm gonna have to remove the name. We're gonna draw. First team for the second division is gonna be Latin Kings. Alright. Alright. Let me just prepare the other scene. So Latin Kings gonna be the first one for the second division. Alright. That is ready. I'm gonna have to remove the name now. We have 8 teams left. Second team to be on the first division is gonna be Team TCM. Alright, so first Japanese team to be in. It's gonna get interesting. Alright, of course I don't really have much to commentate when it comes to let's say the divisions. I'm gonna actually talk about the divisions by the end, giving a short opinion of course. And let me just move on to remove the TCM, right? Because they got into the first division. But let's see who is going to be on the second division. For the second team in second division, it is going to be Roaromin Fangirls. Okay. That's going to get interesting. I was expecting more to see them in the first division, but I guess no, that's going to be the second one. Jesus or God decided on their faith, and that's going to be the division they're going to be in. They're going to be against Latin Kings in this division. And of course, since they've been drawn, Roman Fangirls is going to have to be deleted. 6 teams left. We'll see who's the third team for Division 1, and that is Dream Ticket. Alright. So Dream Ticket is going to be against Roller's Vorpal Sword and also Tenchim. I also really like the hype in the chat. Everybody having fun with the reveal of the teams and the divisions. I'm not gonna lie, that feels very funny because I haven't done this in 2 years, by the way. I used to do this for other leagues in the past. But let's continue though with who is gonna be the third team for Division 2. And that is gonna be Phantom Kings. Alright. Phantom Kings gonna join the Raw Roaming fans. But not only that, they're going to join the Latin Kings. I'm going to have to remove the name of Phantom Kings this time. We have 4 teams left for the divisions. Now, 4th team for the first division is going to be K-Bussy, and the Pussycats. Alright. This is actually looking interesting for the first division for a lot of reasons for me, because that may give a lot of chance to certain teams. We never know. But I do like this first division, I'm not gonna lie. That first division is gonna look very interesting because a lot of the teams are still new. And for those that missed, don't worry, you will see it later on. Also, yes, indeed, Silent, there's a team named like that. Change PK with a Japanese team and Division 2 stacked as fuck. Oh, yeah. Maybe, but let's find out who is gonna be the second last team for Division 2. And that is gonna be Rush Japan Blue. Alright, let me just add the team there. It is getting very stacked, the second division. It all depends on the last rows, because there's pretty much only 2 teams left. And the last 2 teams remaining, they're Rush Japan Red and Team Kanahawk. No, I'm gonna feel sorry for Rush Japan Red if they get on the same division as Rush Japan Blue, but sometimes it has to be that way. But is it gonna happen? Or is God gonna decide otherwise? Let's find out for the last team to be on the first division. That is gonna be Rush Japan Red. Alright, God decided that it's not gonna be on the same team as Rush Duels. Rush Japan Blue. Also, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna have to say congratulations as well to the first ban of the channel. Ladies and gentlemen, first ban of the channel, actually amazing. No, jokes aside, Rush Japan Red gonna be on the first division. And I'm gonna have to add the last team as well, which we could draw, by the way, just for fun, but let's do it for the final, alright? Okay, they're not happy. Anyways, Team Kanahawk. We will see them on the second division as the last team. And let me just find... Alright. So now I'm gonna move on to the next page. The chat is maybe not gonna appear, but I'm gonna try to add it eventually. Changing the scenes for the final divisions of the league. Shoutouts to Shadow3112, by the way. Massive thanks for him for the overlay for the divisions. Also, okay, Tenchim is fine. I was having a little bit of an issue while seeing the logo because I was like, wait, I'm seeing a lot of blur, but no, that is fine and that is normal. So, on my side, I'm going to screenshot the divisions reveal as well as going to publish it later on in the teams chats and the announcements. It's going to be basically published, so no worries about that. And last but not least, yeah, these are going to be very interesting divisions. I think they're, I'd say, fairly stacked on their own way. Yggdrago division is going to have, I think, 2 dangerous teams, but for the 3 others, they're going to having very nice matches, interesting ones. For the Magnum Overlord division, that one is going to be very competitive, even if there's like just one Japanese team. That's still going to be a stacked division. And yeah, I think a lot of people took the screenshots. I'm just going to move on to the chat as well, so you guys can have fun sending messages or whatever. And that is all. I'm going to do the announcements shortly after that, and I hope you guys had a good time watching the reveal of the divisions. Good luck to all teams for the first season of Rush Duels Colosseum, and I only wish you the best. Anyways, that was all. Have a good evening, everyone, and I'll see you next time. Peace.